It's time once again for Uncle Matt's bedtime story.
Hello, everybody. It's Uncle Matt, and I'm here to read you another bedtime story. And tonight's bedtime story is about a city, about keeping a city going. Now, I used to live in a city, and now I live in a small town, which I don't mind at all. I actually enjoy. But I do miss the city sometimes, especially big cities, like cities that have subways and big buses and maybe tunnels and huge malls maybe and maybe some great parks. Those are cities that I miss and I enjoy visiting. But I do like the little town that I'm in as well. I'm close to the ocean. There's a lot of fresh air. There's not too many people around. That's what I like. But let's read about the city here. It's called Keeping the City Going by Brian Floca. And looks like Brian Floca won a Caldecott medal for this book. And this story was copyright in 2021. Okay, let's keep going. We are here at home now, watching the world through our windows and wondering what will happen next. Outside, we see the city we know, but not as we've seen it before. Outside the city is strangely still. Store doors are locked and their windows are dark, and our neighbors all stay hidden. The voice of the city is low, and the streets are almost empty. Almost, but not entirely. There are still some people out on the streets, driving this and that, heading from here to there. They might be family or friends or strangers. They're there because we need them. They're the people keeping the city going. They're the people out delivering food, sometimes to us and right to our doors, a breakfast, a lunch, or dinner. And sometimes to stores and more than one meal, enough to fill the empty shelves. They're the people on the buses and trains, those who keep them moving and those who ride them too, who are heading out to keep grocery stores open, to sell to the city beans and flour and rice and soup and soap and spaghetti. Oh, yes. And toilet paper, too. Taxi, they're the people still driving, helping others get home. They're the people keeping the city clean. Well, pretty clean. They're delivering letters and packages, boxes full of things people need but can't go out to buy. And maybe, just maybe, they're bringing the one thing we ordered that we don't really need. But we've been stuck here at home and we're bored and we bought it. We'll try not to do that again. What do you think they bought there? Is it like a toy dinosaur, it looks like? They're out on the street and under the street, keeping water, gas, and electricity flowing. They're keeping the phones and the internet working, helping us feel not so alone, helping us stay connected with streaming shows and video calls, and our teachers and classes and story times too. They're the people in charge of putting out fires and the people whose job is to keep everyone safe. They're the paramedics and the EMTs taking people to the care that they need. They're the doctors and nurses, the technicians and aides and clerks and cleaners, everyone working through long days and worry to help patients heal. We see the city strangely still, and we miss our friends and neighbors, and we miss the voice of the city. But we see the people still out on the streets, and whether they're family, friends, or strangers, we see the work they're doing. And every evening at 7 o'clock, we open our windows and lean out and look, and lean out and listen. We see the city we know, but not as we've seen it before. We see our neighbors again, now at their windows, and now on stoops, on balconies and roofs, and we hear the voice of the city, but not as we've heard it before. The sounds at first are low. A clap, a whistle, a call. The sounds are low, and then they grow. Pots bang, drums boom, bells ring, horns blow, a racket, a din, and a row. We join with our clapping. We join with the cheer. We hear the city say to us, and we say back to the city, that we are all still here, and we are here together. We hear the city say, and we say with the city, and we all say together, thanks to the people still out on the streets, driving this and that, going from here to there, and taking care of the sick. Thanks to the people keeping our city going. And the pictures in this book, the illustrations in this book, this story, are from New York City, a very big city. I've never been there. Well, this story also took place maybe about 2 years ago during COVID, when COVID was pretty big, and it still is in parts of the world. We still need to be careful. But do you remember back then, maybe a couple years ago, where people did bang pots and pans and sounded their horns and stuff like that? We had that for a while anyway, and it was really good to feel that support. It was good to remember those that are helping others during this difficult time. And I am thankful that things seem to be better now. Well, that's all the time we have for Uncle Matt's bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.